Sometimes God doesn't give you what you prayed for because you're praying from the version of yourself He's trying to grow you out of. And I had to sit with that. Because have you ever prayed hard for something? A relationship, a job, an opportunity, a door you desperately wanted God to reopen? And you're like, God, please, this is what I want. And nothing happens. So you get frustrated. And you wonder if God even heard you. But then months or maybe years later, you look back and think, oh, thank you, God, you didn't give me that. Because the version of you standing here today wouldn't even want some of the things the old you was begging God for. And that made me realize sometimes we're not praying, God, give me what's best for me. We're praying, God, please make this work because I don't want to let it go. And there's a difference. Because imagine if every person you begged God to keep stayed. Imagine if every door you begged Him to reopen opened. Some of us will be stuck inside a life the healed version of us wouldn't even choose anymore. That's why growth changes your prayers. The old you prayed, God, please make them choose me. The growing you praise, God, help me recognize what's meant for me without having to beg for it. The old you prayed, God, just open the door. The growing you praise, God, open up the door that's aligned with where you're taking me. Your prayers change because you change. So instead of only asking, God, why you haven't given me what I asked for? Maybe ask, God, who are you trying to make me while I wait? And if what you're asking for belongs to a version of you He's trying to grow you out of, have the courage to let it go. Because sometimes you don't need God to resurrect the old thing. You need Him to introduce you to the new you. Continue to have a good rest of your Sunday. I love you. Bye.